everyone, Shadowhaunt Joker here, and today I'm actually going to do something a little different. Yes, I'm opening a box of Digimon, but I want to level with y'all a bit. So let's begin, and I'll explain. Now, the reason behind this vid was something that I covered on the podcast, The Undisputed Combo, and there was something in particular that I spoke on. I was talking to you all about sellers, pack openers, stuff of the sort. Ooh, nice diary. Now, this is what I touched base on with you all. What? I guess my neighbors are coming home early today. Well, what I really want to talk about is being a seller and a pack opener on TCG, and stuff that goes on outside of it. Well, first, let's see, put that there, and Thomas. First things first, when it comes to like opening packs, being a seller and everything, I started out, of course, during the pandemic. When I was first starting out, it was during the whole pandemic, everything was closing down. I found out about TCG Player and I looked and saw some of the cards that I had were actually worth a little bit of money. But at the same time, I noticed that there was a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh packs, but not many people were buying them. Mainly it was because no one really played in the area. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just buy a couple of packs, get ready for when the pandemic's over and play the game again. But after a while, people kept coming up to me going, hey, do you ever pull anything in those? And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I do. I often pull these cards. People didn't believe me. So I decided after, I think it was Eternity Code, to start filming myself open the packs. After I saw Ruxin do the same thing. He was explaining to me in his video about why he wanted to be a pack opening channel at one point. So, a little time passed, saw a couple more vids. Then I saw another video from Jobbers doing the same thing. After a while, I became a pack opening channel, just to start out. I didn't think I was going to be doing it long term, but I then decided to use the videos to help me sell what I had. That way people knew like a verification of what I had when I pulled it, and it wouldn't seem like I was lying. Now, fast forwarding the clocks a little bit, and we come to what we've seen today. Well, in this day and age. We saw that scalpers would just go out, buy up an entire store, and it led a lot in the trading card community to feel kind of hurt. I understand that some people had concerns on the whole subject, but at the same time, it got to the point where we were actually putting down part of what made us us. Now, all that aside, when one side puts down another, like I said, it actually doesn't really help the situation. No one can really blame pack openers no more than they can blame market videos. And you can't really blame market videos when everybody's telling you buy singles. Most people that actually do pack opening videos later on become sellers, mostly on TCG Player or on other formats. Now, one I will say, and I know some people may actually not like it, I don't really like selling on Facebook. It's just not for me. The majority of the time, people will sit there, look at your price, troll you, and it's like, you're selling it already as low as you can. The card's 80, you're selling it for 60, they'll want it for 40. Then, after they get the card for you for 40, the card's still 80, and what are they gonna do? They'll sell it for like 90, so they say. It's not right to you, it's not fair, but that's kind of a risk that we take. And sometimes it's the same on TCG Player, but people wonder why do you always bring up TCG Player? What is the difference between selling it anywhere and selling it on TCG Player? Well, first thing, security for both the buyer and the seller. If the card is over a certain amount, you have to, yes, you have to actually put tracking on it. They will not let you sell a card unless you do tracking on certain high value cards. And sometimes you gotta do a little bit extra on it. They also give you a little tutorial on how to package the card, how to better ship it, everything. They take out a small little fee, 10.28%. But to some people, it's like, hey, that's actually a little much. Truth of the matter is, no, not really. I'd rather them take out that small percentage and then, let's say I got protection for it. The card is supposed to be with tracking. I can dispute the claim. TCG Player will actually help me dispute that claim. Now, ooh, someone's riding a Harley today. Now, some people will sit here and be like, okay, what if I don't want to do the tracking? Then it's a seller beware, enter at your own risk. You will then have to waiver disputing it. That's why they say if the card's like $10 and under, you don't have to do tracking. But when it reaches that $20 threshold, they'll say, hey, you might want to do that. Me, I do it. I also make sure that if it's a high dollar card or I'm selling multiples of something, I will actually try and put it in the little sleeve, put it in casing, and I'll use a bubble envelope. As of now, I'm actually 280 sales already. And overall, I still have a good ranking on there. It's not to say that I'm not good, bad, no. It's just all in the way that you take care of your cards. They'll show you guidelines and rules that'll help better you. You can choose to ignore it, but I see it more as a tutorial for helping anyone that wants to sell on TCG Player or to sell in general. Now the next thing I want to talk about, scam sellers. They're out there, trust me, they are out there. Sellers that will sit there and post the card at a severe high. And then other people will sit there and be like, well, I need to sell my card high. Sometimes it's not even worth it. If the card is like, at most, $70, do you really need to post it at like 99? No. The card's gonna sit there. But it does generate this thing where if some of the cards get bought out, that $99 card will still be there. And it's like, okay, let's raise the price up to that, maybe. No. I don't like selling that way. It may be good for some, but starting out, it's not for me. I want to make sure that I'm actually helping people get a reasonable price. At the same time, yeah, make a little money. But I'm not going to sit here and just constantly try to say, hey, it's either this way or the highway. No. So, I'll take it as that. Now, I'm shooting off at the mouth about how TCG Player is and everything. To me, it also makes me feel safe selling there. People can look at my credentials. They can see, hey, this guy did this great with selling. He did this, he did that. It lets people know, hey, you can trust him. That's a good thing. You want that. You don't want to buy from somebody that has no comments, none of that. Because then you're taking a buyer's beware. If you look at the 5 stars to 1 stars, the positives versus the negatives, 9 times out of 10, you'll go for more of the positives, right? Very nice. But yeah, another thing. Here's some things to avoid. If someone's constantly saying that, well, I'm a top seller on TCG Player, and you go to them and it's like, all right, where's your store? And then they say it's off. Don't. Most TCG Player sellers will sit there and actually show you that their site is on. We call them kind of like vendor sharks and whatnot, where they're going around, they tell you that they're a top seller on TCG Player, they'll buy the cards off of you, they'll say at a certain price, but they aren't really up to snuff. I've had that happen before. They say that they're TCG Player sellers. All the while, they're doing it on eBay. Now, that's not discrediting anybody that sells on eBay. I have never sold on eBay, so I don't know what it's like there. I just know what it's like on TCG Player and Facebook. Facebook, that's like the Wild West of trying to sell cards. Ask anybody. Yeah, I tried to sell my card here at this price. How did it go? I've had bad experiences in certain sites, and I've had good experiences on certain sites. But at the end of the day, as a seller, I feel better at TCG Player. Now, one last thing I want to just throw out there. No, I'm not going to be putting down anybody that goes and buys a bunch of packs. But treat it like you would anything else. Moderation. Don't go out here, spend $4,000 on packs, buy up stores, and then get mad you didn't pull anything and now you got to try to make the next month's rent. Don't do that. Buy like maybe 5 packs. If there's 20 of them, just buy 5, leave it alone. Let somebody else get some packs. We do not need to be fighting to try to make easy, quick money. At the end of the day, this stuff adds up. For me, I may have like a couple of cards worth of $100 that I sell off. That's what I'll sell if I want to go and buy some more packs. I go to a distributor. Dave Adams Card World. I buy from there. If I want a case, I get a case. If I want a couple of boxes, I'll also go to my locals. But I'm not gonna sit here and just buy up a store. Not anymore. I'll admit it, I did do it back when I first started. Because at the time, the stores had plenty of the stuff, no one was touching it. But after a while, I did feel bad. And then I decided to give most of the cards that I pulled to either the locals, some of the kids that were nearby, and then I also said that I wasn't gonna go into like certain other games. I wasn't gonna sit here and go into Pokemon because kids really love the game and they still want to play it. Set your own limits, set your own rules. Okay, I bought this much Yu-Gi-Oh today. How much did I make? Did I spend $40, pulled $80 worth of stuff? Okay, I can do it again. Like, kind of like a Larry in the hole, so to speak. And as far as people saying that this is kind of a gamble, it is. If you're constantly chasing it too hard. But it's not really a gamble per se in the packs. It's more like a Schrodinger's cat. You don't know if it's good or not until it's open. And look at that, we're near the final pack. Thing is, I was actually looking for more of these. Now, I've covered the reason for the vid, spoke a little bit about sellers, made a couple of mood points, but if you generally understand where I'm coming from, you understand. I want this to be fun for everybody. As far as it becoming a pack puller, everybody starts off as a pack puller in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't nobody just sit here and go, I'm gonna be at the top of the world. Everyone has started. It's what you do after a couple of months that determines everything. Like, maybe you want to do deck strategies. Maybe you want to do commentary on the market. Do what you want to do. Eventually, I'm probably not going to be a pack puller anymore. But for right now, I like it. And also, be careful out there. Trading card games like Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, Pokemon, they're fun. But it isn't fun if no one can get anything. We need pack pullers, but we don't need them buying out stores, creating this vacuum where no one can get anything. And as far as it goes with like scalping, we don't need to do that. We've all seen what it does in and out of trading card games. It hurts everyone. So all I'm saying is, buy singles, yeah. Buy packs, yeah. Moderately. Don't go out there spending your rent money, your college tuition, none of that, to try to play a game and thinking you're going to get a quick buck. Instead, focus on what you need, focus on what your channel's going to be, go from there. And I'll see you next time. May luck always be on your side.